What did we do when our home course says we can't film there anymore? We hit the beautiful Sea to Sky Highway. We pass the Chief and Squamish, and as we check out these snow-capped mountains just outside of Whistler, we gear up for 18 holes split across 2 great golf courses, starting here at Nicklaus North. And believe it or not, we're about 500 away from 10,000 subscribers. So if you want more of these videos, please subscribe. On the first hole, we dumped our approach shot into a bunker. And coming out of the bunker, we don't hit the best of shots, and we'll have about 25 feet for par. It's just fine for our first lag putt of the day, and we'll tap in for a bogey. I picked up a new camera so as to better highlight the backdrops of some of these beautiful BC courses. Let me know what you guys think. On the second hole, my approach was just a bit short, and this putt from the fringe was okay, but I failed to convert on the 4-footer here. So we'll start with back-to-back bogeys. From the white tees at Nicklaus North, the par 5s are reachable in 2 even for me, and after a good drive here, I have about 215 in with my 4-wood. But unfortunately, this fade away from the water isn't going to get me on the green. I bumped this one up with an 8-iron, but it releases a bit more than I thought, quite a bit past the hole. So though we have no problem with tap-in pars, we were hoping for a bit better on the short par 5.
Yes, let's go.
The next hole is stroke hole 1 on the card. It's a long, tough par 4 with a very difficult green complex too. But I hit consecutive great shots, and this one rolls out to almost tap-in distance. And we're thrilled to escape with bird on the toughest hole on the course. Another good drive on 5 leaves me with just a short wedge in. And this is a pretty frustrating miss from just 80 yards. Once again, we're putting through the fringe, and our effort's a bit better than last time, and we do manage to salvage the par. We do have one pitch and putt ace on the channel.
I could get in the hole. Come on, do it, do it, do it. Oh.
But not quite a big boy hole-in-one, but we're thrilled with another birdie here.
Oh no, I can't do that.
We'll classify this drive as so bad it's good. It's offline, and had I gotten all of it, it would have been in the hazard. Instead, I have a flip wedge in, and I knock it close, and we make our 3rd birdie in the span of 4 holes. Our luck runs out here on the par 5 7th. After a good drive, I'm going for the green in 2, but I faded into a bunker in a pretty tough spot. And this bunker shot is so nice, we played it twice. And here on the second one, I end up launching it over the green and into what else but another bunker. Coming out of the bunker, we don't knock it particularly close. And we're going to have to settle for a frustrating double bogey after that nice stretch of birds. With DMX in my ear, I just tried to take too big of a rip at this drive and end up hitting my worst one of the day. But with the approach, I do thread the needle between the trees here. And I'm pretty happy that this one stays on the green and gives me a look at bird after such a terrible drive. The lag putt's a bit short, but I do manage to tidy it up for par. So a pretty up and down 9 holes here. A few birdies in the span of 4 holes, but the double bogey on 8 cost us from going under par through the front. And we're going to take a 20-minute detour up the road to beautiful Big Sky Golf and Country Club for another 9 holes. And here on 1, I overcooked this drive a bit, and it winds up in some very thick rough on the left. I knew I wasn't going to get this hybrid very far out of the rough, but I give it the biggest thrash I could, and I'll have about 60 in. Unfortunately, I pulled this one and didn't actually hit the green. And we're going to have to take another bogey to start this 9 as well. After a few middling drives over the last few holes, I finally hit a solid one here, but I get a bit unlucky that it winds up in a bunker. And I caught this one a bit fat, so we're going to miss the green a bit short. And if anyone can tell me why these shanks keep happening to me lately, I'd appreciate it. That's a decent enough lag putt, and another bogey is okay considering the circumstances. This was a great shot that was on line, but released all the way to the back of the green. And the lag putting hasn't failed us too many times today, and we're okay with par here. This is one of the quirkiest par 5s I've ever played. You have to play it no more than about 220 off the tee, and then you either need to play it 250 wedge or 150-150. So I went for that, but unfortunately on my second one, I find the crap about 30 yards short of the green. Then I do that. Yeah. This is one of those holes that will unravel your entire day, and it's a triple bogey. As we sift through another unremarkable bogey here, I want to take a second to talk about a fundraiser I'm going to be hosting soon. Every year we host a pitch and putt tournament to raise money for organ transplant research, and even though we can't do it live this year, I'm going to share some details about it on the channel, so stay tuned. Enough bad golf. We're going to do a lot of things well on the closing 4 holes here, so sit back and enjoy. On the par 4 15th, I don't hit the best pitching wedge in, but nonetheless I'll have a look at bird. We ram it a bit past, but we'll take par. This hole is more or less a carbon copy of the last one, just in the opposite direction. And this time I have a bit more in, but once again I find the green. And with this beautiful backdrop, I can't give you a birdie, unfortunately. That's a pretty lousy drive, and once again out of some very thick rough, we do manage to advance the ball a bit better than we did last time. And we'll have a very, very long lag putt here. But we cozy it up just fine, and suddenly we're hitting greens and making pars. This is a good drive to start the par 5 9th, but unfortunately I don't have the number to go for it here, and have to play it safely out to the right. We'll have about 60 in here, and this is a bit of a pull, but nonetheless we're putting for bird.
Get in.
And it wasn't meant to be, and we'll tap in for par. So with the combined 9s we do manage to break 80 and a single-digit differential today. It's a pretty funky card, and I guess I'll take 7 over when there's a triple and a double. Lots to improve on, but a beautiful, beautiful day up in Whistler and Pemberton, British Columbia.